Welcome back. I'm definitely not pressing wrong buttons over here. Um, so, things that we did last time. I don't remember. I have no idea what we did last time. I need to click back into the game. Where is my mouse? There it is. I decided to start looking up. Recent thoughts. I still really want to do schoolroom. I think that's one of the biggest ones that I can do, know how to do, know everything about, and haven't done. What else? I want library so I can get the other Roman room book, and I want to double check my stats on parlor and billiard room because I think I'm getting close to that. I don't want to deal with dead end room challenge yet, but that's a thing that will happen eventually. I'm very happy that we got the Synca satellite dish. Um, what do I have to do to get a schoolroom, honestly? Oh, that's the other thing. Last few times I haven't been able to get it, and I wanted it, so that's something that happened. I don't want to start drafting things and have to come back with dice because then I don't have as many rooms to use because it was kind of difficult that one time I did it. So, in the absence of schoolroom, we have working with the kitchen water supply, the library and the bookstore, the clock tower note, and warming the freezer. Those are our other objectives. So, we will pursue that. Going to do a spread out run, see if I can get a closet here. No closet, just a closed exhibit, which honestly, it's kind of early for that. I don't think I'm going to be happy with that. So, billiard room it is. We'll start out on the corners and kind of work our way up. Clock tower, and I have a billiard room coming this way anyway, so I think that's a win. We wanted to do that. Also, planetarium, the whole does it never end. I'm wondering if we have to be in the planetarium at a certain time for those things to swing where they belong. And maybe at 1:30, since that's a commonly referring time. I didn't know I can get an item here. That's cool. Also, flower and dots and dashes, whatever that is, go together. Okay, so southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. We have a rogue moon. Eastward I see a crow, darker the days coming forth. The rogue moon is the detail I wanted to look at. Going through screenshots of rogue moons. We have the North Circle, which, if we look at the North Circle, all of those are concentric circles, okay? Trying to make sure they're not orbits. Um, trees, paths, sage, landscape. There was also Morajai, looks like it is a watered area. So again, we want the library for stuff like that because it told us how that works. I think water was every direction. I don't remember for like the rune pieces because I know that Finn Ares does a lot of like cars and horse-drawn carriages and stuff. Um, Arinda Ares did railroads, and in fact, all of Arindia did railroads. Let's see, it's in Eclipse. In Eclipse is also when the ballroom dance is happening because it says in Eclipse there, and it's the leftward facing moon. So I wonder when that's going to come up. Or say the Three of Tides, the three kids of Horus. It's two sons and a daughter, and that's coming off of the Et Sphere, third era. We see the kids of Horus next to him. I figure that's who that is because how about I just not be a jerk and show you what I'm looking at? Do you see what I see? You don't, you don't. Why on earth, why not? Is it this one? Looks like it. Oh, it's massive. Hold on. Why are you massive? Okay. Well, let me spread it out a little bit bigger. So this in the top right, um, you've got a king, you've got the third era, right? And it's also labeled Orindia and Orinda Ares. So this is an old map, which for some reason includes nuance. I don't know why it's all four of them, but you know, whatever. But you've got the king, and you've got three kids, two males and a female, and or two sons and a daughter, but might have been weird as frick way of saying that. But that is part of my thinking on this is King whoever, and she gets Iraja, and one of these two gets Arch Ares, and one of them gets Orinda Ares. So if we continue back, we've got the Three of Tides. I don't know what tides refers to there. Um, Isles of Orsay. This is the in eclipse. It's the moon we see everywhere. I say left facing because the points are on the left. Picture there's like an eyeball and it looks that way. Anyway, um, but the in eclipse that you see at the bottom is when, and I can't really like that's the bottom of this picture I got, unfortunately. But in eclipse is when Simon and his wife were dancing, which shall be shown at the end of this. I might be able to make a what's that? Oh, that's different. Okay. I shall attempt. I did not seem to do what I wanted it to do. Okay. Double click and we will switch windows. Hold on. There we go. That says, I believe that says in eclipse, right? Yeah, in eclipse ball 1952. And what we constantly see with them is uh, a left-facing moon. So, all that said, my pet theory is that the in eclipse is relevant. Southward, I see a swan ashing like the sands of the shore, which I think has to do with fleeing to Iraja. But Iraja isn't white, so maybe Nuance is white? Because I guess I'll pull the map again. Why not? Morjai Vera is also south. I don't know. Let me. Boom. Looking through all of the map, right? We've got. Well, there's that, but we've got a diamond here. Next to it is this, the indention. That one is the one that starts with a C, Coraris or whatever, and that is Iraja. And then for some reason, Sideways 8 Island at the very south pole. I don't know what the frick that's about. South Key, yeah, Korarika. So we see right here Korarika. So we got Korarika, we got Morajai up there. If we go back when we can see that Morajai and Vera. Morajai seems to be water transport into the boat. But Vera is also kind of south and east. My other thoughts on that. Got the snake, which shows up in the casino. I don't know if that's even relevant to anything. But all of these three are boiled under Moraven, And when we go to the other side of the map, which will take a second, that's the sacred circle, which we did, something relative to the sundial. The spiral of stars, I think, has to do with the rotation of the planetarium because it has the planets, and it has, more specifically, it has the spiral, which in the ladyship chamber says, will it never end? So I kind of want to go in there and just sit there and watch it spin. North circle, which was round and had an eye in the middle for no reason. We'll look at that. Eye. Leading to a peak with the flag. Got all of these different shades of Korarika's flag. Got this, which resembles the tree picture that we had in room something or another. Don't know what sage is. I took a picture of the landscape and words. Vera, Morajai, boat. But anyway, that's this. Yeah. But this inside, and this is labeled Arindia, but it has, okay, yeah, we got the names of the planets. We got the Is eclipse and the In eclipse, and that's based on Irajan tongue. In was start of or beginning, and Is was end. The three of tides, again, I don't really know what that means, but it's probably these three kids. Whatever the tides is, I don't know. The devoted circle, which has the devoted moon and the rogue moon. Rogue like the moon of the north, right? I don't know the fullest meaning of that, but that is a thing. That's a reference to something. We have our bishop up here with the monks, which is why I took a picture of this one, and they have that little banner. And the outer circle, the seeker of signs, is Iraja in the middle, Korarika up there. Well, not Iraja's not in the middle. Orinda Aries is in the middle. Iraja is south, Korarika's to the left. Anyway, we got stuff around it too. Okay, no, yeah. Korarika's in the middle. We got the diamond south, we got Iraja, we've got Orinda Aries. Just gonna zoom in, why not? Arch Aries, and then the other two, whatever they're called. Morajai, I think, is one of these. Whatever the other one was. But that's interesting too. We're gonna have to do that at some point. Which means I might want to get this one. I don't know. I may need to do all of these and do this one last. I don't know if this is relevant to anything. I mean, I'm sure it's relevant to something, I just don't know what it is, right? Keeping going, Orsay, Insay, and that was that. So, yeah, this map has Nuance, Orinda Aries, Araja, and Arch Aries, but it's labeled Orindia, so that's what has me kind of curious on this one. But we do have the names of the planets here. This is just Isles of Orsay, and I don't have any hint of direction where these go. These are just lines. We have the Sweeper Angel, again, in Eclipse and Is eclipse, and probably Eclipse. We have the Ho Angel. Telescope. Num. People, and then the clergy were over here. And again, we just have random people with the king and the three kids. I can't tell if these people mean anything. I don't think so, but I don't know. The Isles of Orsay, there are three of those. The Three of Tides is probably a reference to these three, Isles of Orsay, but I don't have any reference to those. And then the Devoted Circle is this. The Devoted Circle is written right here. I think I got a picture of that. That's Insay, that's before all of that. I got it. Outer Circle. Yeah, the Devoted Moon here. And then Devoted Orbit, 24 hours, right? So the Devoted Moon has a 24-hour orbit with the Devoted Orbit, whatever that is. But the Rogue Moon has a smaller orbit, we don't know what it is, around the devoted moon. And all that is to say, what the frick does this mean? I'm going to take a screenshot, I guess, just so I have it for later. Southward, I see a swan, ashen like the sands of the shore. Could be Iraja, could be Nuance, could be the other side, I don't know. Which side of the planet. Rogue, carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Again, I have no idea what that reference is, so whatever. Eastward, I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. I'll take a picture of this too, because we want to remember the crest thing. I've already solved what happens with this room as far as its super lore relevance. Also, they all working. Oh, that's still 1:30. Yeah, it's a little after 10 now. Okie dokie, so that's what that is. So that's why I want to go to the planetarium, because of the seeming significance of those rotating planets and time. It's probably a thing that we want to be there at 1:30. Plus, considering how many clocks we have throughout this building, right? It's kind of absurd how many clocks we have, so we probably need to use them frequently. 1. Ooh, you made it fun for me. 10 minus 10 is 0. Times 18 is 0. Plus 10 is 10. Okie dokie, we have negative 10 times 2 is negative 20. Plus 20 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. They think they can trick me, but I know math. I want a library to know how well I'm doing on these things. Why can't you ever give me a library? Why do you hate me? Any direction is fine. Workshop gets me faster. Now I have an item. I don't really need power anywhere right now, so that's fine. I can't afford this. So I'm guessing we will quest bedroom, get a gem, or a compass, that works too, and steps. I got the tool shed today, so I can't trade them, but you know, it's fine. The workshop, we get broken lever. Do I have hammer? I do. I can actually go for power hammer, which is nice to have in case smash. Really, the power hammer is my favorite because it doesn't change the function of the hammer, right? Kind of like jackhammer doesn't change the function of the shovel, and detector shovel does not change the function of the shovel. But if you get freaking dowsing rod, then you lost a shovel and you didn't gain anything out of that. Do I have a magnifying glass? I do not. That's the other thing I kind of want to just keep on hand. I have a ballroom, but I can't use it. But I can tunnel to a known location. Bing. Coin. No dirt this time. That's interesting. Kind of want to go back to hallway, take this both ways. Maybe that's locked. Yeah, I'm gonna have that issue, aren't I? You're gonna be locked, aren't you? Nope. Cool. I just want to throw. Just expect furnace. Now I'll get gems. Furnace is common. It'll come back. I'm sure. I can just pick it when I pick freezer. The statements on this box are either both true or both false. This box is empty. That's not necessarily true, the first one. This box is white. That's guaranteed true. All statements on the blue box are true. The box with no false gems has the gems. If the first statement is correct, then both of these are true. This is fully true. This is true. And the box with no false statements has the gems would have to be false. But the only box with, so that doesn't tell us anything about these two. So let's say this box is fully true. It can't be, because this is true, so that would be, if this is all true, then this is all true, and this is by definition true. So that can't work. So let's say the first statement is false. Because yeah, basically what we said was that one box has to be totally true, one box has to be totally false, and one can be anything. So this is totally true. So one of these has to be totally false. If the second statement is true, well, if the first statement is true, we get no totally false statements. If the second statement is true, a box with no false statements has the gems. Then that could be this one. The top one would be false, but this would have to be totally false. And it says this box is empty. But that would be true if the white box is a thing. So I think this has to be totally false. All statements on the blue box are not true. And the box with no false statements doesn't have a gem. So this one's not true. Or this one's true but has no gems. This one's totally false. This is ambiguous. Because the first one is false. But the second one could be true, that this box is empty. Or it could be false. Man, I need to write this down again. Dang it. I hate this because it gets to be, you have to write everything down. A, B, C, B is true. By definition, B is true. So we have 1, 2 on A, 1, 2 on C. 2 says A equals empty. 1 says A, T, or F as a full statement. This one says A, true, and the second one, true equals gem. So B is fully true. We need one to be fully false. If this one is fully false, then this box has the gems. But if this is fully false, the first statement is correct. So it's not fully false. So this has to be fully false. All statements on the blue box are not true. And the box with no false statements has the gems. So this one doesn't have the gems because this has no false statements. If we go over here, the statements on this box are either both true or both false. Is false. Because that's the premise of... So hold on. Part A says it's true, but it's false. So both of these cannot both be true. If they're both false, could this one also be fully false? Let me think. It would have the gems, and it would be fully false. This hurts. This one's absolutely true. We said if this one was totally true, it had a controversy, right? If they're both true, then it's empty. A is satisfied. B is, assuming B was true, they would all be true. And they can't be. If B is false, then this is an ambiguous box because A was already guaranteed to be true. So if part A was guaranteed to be true, this is ambiguous and we have no totally false box. So that can't be. So all statements of this cannot be true. If they were both false, then it would be a paradox, right? Because it's not true if they're both false. If the first one is false, even, then they're ambiguous because it's neither both true nor both false. It's an ambiguous box. So you can't falsify part one on this because it would make it ambiguous. Or you can't say true on this first statement because it would make it an ambiguous box. So it can't be both true and both false. So all statements on this box are either both true or both false. If that is false, like if it's false, then it's true, kind of a situation. We know that part one of this is false because it would make everything true and we can't have that. So this part is guaranteed false. And if we go over here, they can't both be true and both false is a fake thing. So part A on the first one is guaranteed false. This box is empty. Could be true. But we need part B, then the box with false statements has the gems. Which would mean that the black box had gems because it has one false statement. But if so this would be true as an ambiguous box. This would be true. Right, so the first one is false, the second one is true, so it's an ambiguous box. This one's fully true, so it's a true box. This one would be fully false because the first one is not true and the second one is not true. But then we don't know which box has it. Actually, we do because this one says it's empty, and this one would be. I'm picking this one. It has false statements. It doesn't say it's empty. Good. Okay. Gosh. It's such a weave though, because you have to weave, you know. Freaking give me a library so I can see how I'm doing. I don't want to have to do more of these. They're getting tiring. I'm tired. Let me go. I want to sleep. Go back to hallway. I'm on my way with power hammer. How many more of these do I need to do? I don't mind the math ones. Math is straightforward. But formal logic is a pain, as you might be able to tell. It just gets to be kind of hairy, I guess. That's how I'd put it. Really, the only one of these I care about is that one, and I'm not planning on drafting a red room anytime soon. All good options. Chapel, I don't mind. Because I've got more gems than I need, or more coins than I need. But could you please give me... I mean, I don't mind getting key and a dice, that is good, but... Freezer or... Mostly I want library. Like 99% I want library. Drawing room helps. I will go ahead and get gym because why not? And cover up my logic puzzle. Logic. I want the library. Why do you hate me? Just want to get a gem out of it, basically. No box. Library. Why not? Why will you not love me, senpai? At this point, I probably want a utility closet. Can't get that either. Attic for items. For no particular reason. Coin key, that's 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got everything. I mean, letter, obviously, but. Okie dokie, pictures. I get to walk around blindly and look like a total fool. Definitely this one. Definitely middle. I love archives. I don't have a key card. Do I? I do. Hey, sweet. Observatory isn't bad, it gets me stuff. Show me. No Drax is good. So I now have all the gems. Every last one of them. Done for you. But now my vision shall forever be obscured. Third one. Frick. Although I put that high up, so if I get the freezer anytime soon, it will be close. I also have 36 steps to try and get back there. Oh, this is not ideal. This is exactly not ideal. I'll just get fruit out of these, honestly. Coins. While I appreciate your generosity, that will not save me on steps. Coins. Also, do I have anything with a computer in it? That's a no. Bummer. Okie dokie. Going up. Going... Where am I going? Going up. I really could use like a nursery right now. Do I have a sleeping mask? I do not have a sleeping mask, okay. Use one of my 4 keys. Go both ways. Pool. Take it. Pool leads to pump room. And I'm taking a right. And I get 2 chests. Give me something, please. That is something, but it's mostly nothing. I do have an insane amount of coins, though. Sure. Closed exhibit doesn't bother me now. Give me a nursery, please, I beg you. Freezer. I am 2 away from furnace, but I don't know that that's going to be good enough. We're going to try it because we have it. No, I don't think it worked. Breaking this is not permanent, that's good to know. Do I have an upgrade disc back here? I sure did. I will want to use that. Riva D did not work. None of this is melted. So I probably do want them to be on the same rank, which is kind of a tall order. Oh, one coin here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and write that down. Same rank. Don't know how I can accomplish that, but you know, we'll try. I've got good items right now, so I don't want to lose any, so we will pantry. Give me food, it gives me extra today. I hate all of these. I can't use that. Even though I yeah. I probably have to go into the furnace to thaw everything, which is really bad news, actually. Great Hall. But I will not go in it. I will go back to gift shop to see what we can do from there because I need steps. And then I will go back to nursery costs a gym, doesn't it? Gosh, darn. We will aim for the library because I'm going to run out of steps very soon. Archived it is. That sucks. That's still open. Not like it matters, but it is. I'm doing it. Can't get any worse than what I've already gotten. I got the second worst. Security, please. I can't. And that's the lost and found. I'm loving my life. Did you guess that? Because it's true. That's the south door. I can't even go in the south door now, so. We're gonna end this spectacularly. Dining room. Actually, bedroom is kind of solid here. If for no other reason than I get 2 steps. Boudoir does not help whatsoever. But nothing costs me anything that I'm looking for, so. Here we are. We can't adjust anything that's in the frozen section. Dining room, please. Library, but I can't freaking buy anything. But I can arrange for Realm and Rune to show up again. And that is good enough. And we can check my stats, and that's also good enough. Show me. Allowance total stars. Allowance is 56. Nice. Bedrooms drafted. All kinds of drafted stats. Dartboard solved 22. Parlors solved 34. I need 6 more parlors. Okay. 6 more parlor. 18 more dartboard. Very nice. I am going to shoot for the bookstore and then try and go back for. Do I even have enough steps for that one? I'll get 2 in the bedroom. Okay. So here's my aim: shoot for the bookstore here. Don't go in. Go back to the bedroom. Get my 2 steps. Go back to the gymnasium. Try and survive. The bookstore doesn't cost a gym, I don't think. So I guess I got screwed on that. But we'll give ourselves more items tomorrow, which is helpful. We'll still go back, if for no other reason than to see if we could have. Lose a bunch of steps. Oh, there we go. Luckily, we still keep the money tomorrow. I forgot about that. And I can theoretically code check and keep an upgrade disc. Boom. Done. Code checking the upgrade disc. Haha, I am the genius today. froze my assets, which is 8 gems and 103 coins. I got the mailroom. I got my coat check for the upgrade disc, so I don't have to necessarily get the freezer again tomorrow. This was a good run, honestly. This was not a good run in terms of results, but a good run in terms of loading myself up for this run and praying that this run is worth anything. Please, mailroom, have given me dice. I could use some dice for this outer room because I really want a schoolhouse room. I really, 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 really want a schoolhouse room. 2 gems, 2 keys. Amateur lockpick kit. Oh, lockpick kit's huge though. I'm starting with so many keys and stuff. Holy crap! How did I keep them? I don't know how I kept the keys, but you know, I've got almost 200 coins now, so take that. The only thing we didn't get was the sauna for the extra steps, but if we can get a schoolhouse, it'll all be forgiven. Guarantee it won't show up though. Let's see, today is going to be Tomb and Tool Trader and the Hovel. I was close. It is still useless, all of it. See if I can get a blessing. I don't know how I have sinned, but please. I'm going to give 109. I can't go above 80. Blessing of the Berry Picker. When drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a floor plan at random from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Okay, well you get a rare thing potentially. I'm gonna touch that real quick. When drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry if you do. But I only have 3 berries. That's the question. I may be limited on how many berries I can do. We'll go ahead and use one of those here and just see what happens. So it is just going to randomly draft me something. Treasure room. That's kind of insane. I don't have a hammer or anything. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I made all my money back basically. I'm not going to do a lot of that or option because I don't like it. Let's go straight if we can. Ballroom is a horrible pick here. Why would you give me that? That's a terrible idea. I'm going to draft it, and I'm going to ignore it for as long as physically possible. I'm not going to take this gem. Breakfast nook. Get our steps in check. Security here because I just want to use up all of these gems. That's all fine. Sure, use a gem. I do not have a shovel. Oh, we want to keep going, so let's gallery give us some stuff. Even though it gives me gems, I won't pick them up until I can guarantee that I am safe having them. Because the ballroom is a terrible idea. To be at the very beginning anyway. If I had some extra rooms I didn't need, I could totally pick more berries. Okay, 11, 33, 20. Ooh, -4, -10, 3, 6, 2, 4, -4 squared is 16. I have 8 gems still. I have 2 berries, I believe. Time to go random. Let's do it. Let's see what you got. I hate you. I mean, I like the direction we're going, but also I have so many gems. I have way too many gems, and I don't know how to fix the problem. Ah. I don't have any items, so I'm just gonna suffer. I only have 1 left. I could spend on the garage. Probably a solid choice, honestly. Because the ballroom won't change my keys. I don't have any items. I have literally 0. Oh, I've got 2 items, but I have literally 0 items, guys. Also, I've got a new theory. My new theory is that Major Nicholas Key IV is actually telling me there are 4 major keys. You may ask, what's the point? And my answer is, because there's a false memo saying that we have 12 keys. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you. The only keys I've ever seen show up. I don't have any way of dealing with that. Cool. Love being stuck. Because we have the false memo saying that there are 12 keys, it's important to know which keys we actually do have. And I think on that note, not on the note, but on that question of how many major keys are there, the only ones I've seen in the music room, not counting Sanctum Key because that's a special thing, are Key Card, Secret Garden Key, Silver Key, and Prism Key. Same from the Locksmith. I've never actually seen Key Card from the Locksmith, but from the Locksmith I've only seen Prism Key, Silver Key, and Secret Garden Key. So I'm guessing those are the only 4. I'll prove it here, heck, why not? Basement Key is special. Secret Garden Key, yeah. Basement Key is special. Room 8 Key is special. So I don't count those in the major keys. I'm down to 3 gems, but I've got so many. I want to connect right and left because I don't want to have to deal with that ballroom. There we go. I can have all the keys in the world, it's fine. Pump room is nice to have. I don't have a kitchen, but I also can't get through commissary, so that would suck, actually. But I want pump room. But it's not uncommon. Plus, I don't have that many gems, so I don't mind going back to ballroom now. As long as I can make literally anything happen, and there's no guarantee of that. We'll just do observatory. It's safe. It keeps us going. But yeah, I only know of 4 major keys that are like guaranteed to be under the category of major keys. So I think that's a thing. Dining room's nice. 10 steps. How many are you? I've got so many steps I don't need to eat you yet, but trophy room. I have trophy room, don't I? I sure do, but I'll leave it here for now. And the reason I'm leaving it here for now is that I could very well pick a wild berry. Nice, Rotunda's a solid option here, okay. The reason I'm going to leave it is just in case it's a gymnasium or something that comes up and I'll want steps back. I don't have the armory so far, so. Wouldn't mind planetarium on one of these rooms. Walk-in closet just for no particular reason. But Dovecote takes me to the corner, but walk-in closet really. Because I have no items and I want items. Keycard gets me to the keycard door. Heck yeah. Give me second gym and that. And we are swaggy. Okay. I have so many keys. I don't even care. Upgrade disc, assuming I can get something. I will go ahead and do it. And I think I'll go ahead and take it just because I have all the steps in the world. Nope, I already have an item check given to me. Is there anything I want to drop off? Not really. Take me home, Jeeves. I'll probably double back to commissary first, or no, I'll go through dining room first. Save that in case of random weight room. Honestly, locker room. I don't have a conference room, do I? Sure do not. Awesome. The reason for that, though, is because I have so many keys. I feel very confident in using them on these lockers. Dark room, sure. Don't know what this is. Hey, lab. Nice. Upgrade. I'm gonna get a spare room on this one. Oh, nursery, okay. Nursery. Drafting a bedroom gets you 8 steps. Nurse's station. If you have less than 10 steps when you enter this room, set it to 20. That's not that big, though. Indoor nursery. Whenever you draft another green room, 2 will sprout in this room. I don't care. That's a lot bigger. Nursery is about steps. So just give me more steps. Okay, so that got used properly. Do an experiment. Remove a crate from the tunnel. What can we do? I know that we have a security door to do on this. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do it at least once, right? So. Oh. We're good on packets. Actually, I will do one thing. Immediately. Don't care about that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's less important because I don't get chests that often. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trash while digging. That's not as good, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll put it, but I don't think the red room part matters for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can throw 2 more in there. Tomorrow rooms aren't terrible. And do chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Instead of that one. Just gonna go over the wall again and see if I need any more. In a chamber labor, that's a maximum of 3. Losing 10 steps when I look at my map is terrible. Different terminal, that's a max of like 4. Realistically, it's a max of 3, but 40 seconds you can't draft a whole lot of rooms. Because I don't go through and skip rooms, I'll just draft them all that I'm attached to. So, fireplace, I can only think of a few, right? Furnace, den, are like the main 2 I can think of with a fireplace. Technically, drawing room does too. Or the white one, the 0415 room. I think that's all the fireplace rooms I know about, so that's a maximum of 3. Drawing room will pull up more often than not. I'll take it, so that's a max of 1. Losing 5 steps every red room I don't really want to do, so that's the idea. Okay, we had the chest was fine. We had that's not that good. Dice to 2. A letter we want. That's stupid. That's kind of stupid. That's useful. That's not going to be very many. That's interesting at least, but we have that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take that one and 8 one. Yeah, that's 8. Okay. So that's fine, honestly. Okay. I think it's basically the same as what I did have, but I think there was 1 or 2 differences. I got a library. We'll go ahead and take it. We'll go ahead and look at our rune and realm info that we have. I've done that twice now, November 29th and December 15th. It's been 2 weeks. We know about all of this, dividing lines, modes, bordered, such. Okay. The middle is those 4, right? So take a picture of that. Transportation is the number of rays. This is the real information here. Okay, naval is every direction. Roads, horseback, train system, total about camels, aviation. I just got a picture of that. Weather, we know about stormy for Arch Aries, I think. Yeah, north storms wild, and we all used to have trains, so it may be that one. Moats, we have poetic for Araja, and the dashes is violet. Yeah, poetic and violet. That goes together with the shard we found in the northern thing in the clock tower. Okay, so that's the relevant information. That way I don't have to come back. So just from now on, I just want to get it for the sake of the bookstore. I guess I can go into the foundation today if I can. I suddenly don't have gems. That's cool. That was probably an attic, but let me go ahead and go back and get some gems. Go ahead and use my keys. Empty. I didn't start at the beginning. I thought it started at the beginning. Kirk Deeren is a pseudonym. Well, it's green, so no guarantees on that. Map. 5th up on the left, which is garage. Coin. Thought for a second that was an allowance coin, but it's not. Okay, that's all we got here. Nothing. Something. 6 or that's gonna matter. I00. We saw that in a thing. We saw that in the Blackbridge area. That was interesting. So I kind of freaked out on you. Didn't expect those gems. Got a crow. Got presumably nothing in there. Nothing in there. Money. Stop. Can't open these two. We did spread keys throughout the house. Those give me extra and extra. So I've got lots of steps. Deposit box key? Did I get the mailroom? Or was that just yesterday? Ballroom quest. I think that was yesterday. Crap, okay. I will want to find the mailroom today. I probably had the chance to draft it and didn't. but that's what I'm thinking of. And nothing. Okay, so we will have to come back when we have more keys. But this room does spread keys at the house, so the odds of getting that are higher now. I'll go ahead and take the steps. I do have my trophy room, so that'll be 30 plus the salt, so 31. So I'll have 103. Awesome. Is there a key in here? I mean, my metal detector isn't going off, is it? Metal detector, I do have one, okay. Coat check and walk-in closet I don't need, so we will go down through here, pool, music room, down, 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 okay. I can go into the commissary now. Beep, 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 you're in here. You're boarded up, okay. Oh, we're gonna collect everything while we're down here too. Because we want all the gems. Finally. Nothing over here. Nothing to go to there. We have a gem in here. That's a commissary there. Kind of want to go to the trophy room, but I think 4 gems is plenty, so we're going to ignore that for now. Gem. Key. What am I saying gem? Obviously it's not a gem, you idiot. You stupid. Workshop doesn't hurt, but we kind of wanted to go a different direction than that. A crate has been removed. What was my thing? Hey, oh, anytime I do that. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I got another one. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, hey, it's a good day. It's a great day for me. We are going to pick the... Yeah, it's not good. Office takes me the way I want to go. And there's a key. Oh, money. No key, just money. I can get a gem here. I can also spread coins. I don't know that I care to. Also, I'm pretty close to the garage, so I might want to just go ahead and do that. 03, 03. We are counting small gates, and there are 3. You are Thomas Sinclair. You are small count gates. So 1. You are some other. You are Edwin Sinclair, and I don't know who you are. Arrow this way to big gates. Ariana. Blah, blah, blah. Herbert Sinclair. Second small gates. And third small gates. And second Edwin Sinclair. We want to go left and straight if possible. Do I have a silver key? I don't. Cool, love it. Well, that's just not nice. I want the pump room, but I also want the kitchen. Let me do the kitchen now. I can try to achieve the pump room later. Just buy myself more steps because why not? Already did that. Bacon and eggs, club sandwich, bananas. Because I can afford way more than I need. $141 steps and nothing left to buy, right? Yes. Okay, so we got to foundation, which is nice. I have the key card, so I didn't need to, but what else is there? We went back to the clock tower, so I'll cross that off my list. So now we took a picture of it. Freezer and that thing are not happening necessarily this run. In fact, it's really unlikely unless I get a right from the foundation and another right, or if I can get both of them above foundation. but most likely I'd have to get them both on the ballroom row. Kitchen, library, we did the library, we read the thing. We still need to do the last book. So we'll see about that. Let's do foundation, try to go both directions, go back to garage and dig stuff up, and dig stuff up while we're here too. Turnip. I mean ding. Oh, there's something in the corner of the workshop, okay. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? Okay, do we have any security doors? Because I'd like you to be a security door. I need more security door. Pump room, I will take it actually. And I'll just do ballroom for the rest of it and see how that goes. Okay, so kitchen does have two. Nice. Not over here, okay. We want to play around with kitchen such that it only has one left in it. What can we do for that? Kitchen is number 4. It goes only to tank 2. So I need tank 2 to have 3 in it.
2,000 years later.
I don't know, I'm going to think about that more. Sure, gymnasium. Order for the prize, I guess. Gyms are not in the box, true statement. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. Gyms are not in the box, true statement. So these two are the same. So this has to be false. And if these two are true, yeah, hiccups, hold it. If these two are true, and this one is false, because basically if this one is true, then all 3 of them are linked. They'll all be true and all be false. That's not good. If this is false, then this is true, and this is true. They have to be in the false one. Good. Okie dokie. Okay, I have 0 in here, 0 in here. I need to get 1 in the kitchen.
1 eternity later.
Okay. That took way too long, and I'm not particularly happy about how long it took me and how much I was silent doing it. Already dug. Just sprinkles. Literally nothing else. All that work and I got nothing for it. That figures. I don't know, we'll leave it because it's easy to fix but hard to make. What else? We're going to go downstairs. We can also go back up to the bedroom. We'll go to the bedroom first. Yeah, there was something in here near the corners. Maybe this corner. Oh, here we go. Okay, to the right. Can't do that. I've got so many steps, it's not even funny. I spent probably 30 minutes trying to do that one thing and didn't do anything for me. I did want the pool to be empty. Because chests. That's what's that way? That's the way we want to go. That's what that way is. We also only got one key so far, but we'll use it. Here. Coins and gem. Got 1,000,000 coins as well. Into the bedroom. Keys, apple. Doesn't fit. Key 8. Doesn't fit. Okay. So we'll go down to garage and see if we can undig the thing and see if there's any keys in that. Also have to backtrack through. What did I do? I'll have to backtrack through all the other rooms and find all the keys at the locker room spread out. Because it looks like I only found one. Yep. Don't ask why I did that. I don't know. Doodly doo, doopy doopy doop, biddly doo, biddly doo, biddly doo, boo. Do I have car keys? Nope. Don't have power either. Okay. Here we are. Give me stuff. $25 gold and 3 gems. That's not exactly helpful, but sure, thanks. Also, massive hole. Yeah, it's off. Okay. Well, I guess we get to trailblaze through all of the rooms. Got so many, gosh. I'm gonna lose half of them when I go through the ballroom anyway, so we are going to leave those there just in case, for no particular reason. Also, I heard that keys were spread, but I don't see any spread. Metal detector. Could you please be finding me a key? That's really not going to be anything valuable. I just don't buy that, honestly. I have a power hammer, don't I? Oh, I don't have a power hammer. Why don't I? Broken lever. Don't have a battery and I don't have a sledgehammer. Okay. Still. It could have keys in it, I guess, but it's not ideal. I think I have more than 2 shops, but I don't know. Never mind. Holy frick. Okay, if I can get a freezer room, we're gonna do it, because that's so much money. Look at that money, guys. I really feel like I'm supposed to notice something. It's awfully shiny in here. Would be a shame if I could do something about that. There is no way this is a historical room. Only. I don't know, I'm still sus of that room. for having things spread among the rooms. I certainly don't seem to find a spread. Well, we've gotten, what, 3 keys? Dig for more? 4? Can I get a 5? Nope, can't. One, two, three, four, five, 6 of them though. That's pretty good. Gotta spend a key here. See if I can get 3 keys in this one, please. Nope. But in case I don't get a good key room, I can certainly shop around for one. West Wing was music room. Let me go down commissary area, I guess. Oh, that's what the pump room was. I didn't have anything back there. The rest have to be in the gymnasium area. That's the only thing I can think of. The only rooms I haven't wandered through since the locker room. Yeah, Rotunda's also. Uh-huh. Walk-in closet could have one, yeah. One more. I have a vault key 149. I don't think I used that one yet. Okay, through here, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I am to be successful, I have a security, but I don't have a, yeah, I don't have a thing. Don't know if I went through here since then either. This way. So we use one here. Can't use that. It's okay. Does anything get me anything good? Not really. That would do it. That would put my keys to 4. And I've got everything but the hammer for that. No power hammer because no hammer. If I could turn the lights on in there, I probably could, but theorize north of the antechamber, below the foundation, full house of 45 rooms and break room. And what does that say? That's not outside room. Doesn't exist. Red herring leaning towards this. Secret door in tomb. Grotto. Moon connection. The rumored room 46 is not rumored. So this is probably the old gardener writing all this down. don't know. That's food for thought for another day. Money. Orange. And the last locker. Empty. Just making sure that was the last one. I don't have any more stuff, but and also you can kind of tell because of the moonshine. That's how we know it's him as a second possibility. Or as a second confirmation rather. I also can't close that one, so whatever. IOOXR 6 or 0. Don't know what that's about. Don't have the rest of it. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. I have no idea anything about a Kirk Darren, so that's just fine. We will store the vault key before I forget. Okay. So now that's safe. And then we will go down into the foundation and we shall do something. Do as much as we can, actually. Yeah, this takes us there. Oh, and we also can go outside and see all of the boxes that are no longer in the thing. Take me down, Jeeves. And that'll wrap it up because this has been freaking long. Because that pump room puzzle, which led to nothing. You gotta love it. It's just below the dock because I can put one more and it'll be up here, but it doesn't matter because I've got entryways on both sides of this, so that's not that important. It's probably more important that the pool stay empty, and who knows what's going on with the kitchen. Although I could put that lower and have it at the level to go into the other area, like, what was it, 6 I think it was? Whereas max was like 13 or something like that. So that would be fun. That would be very fun. Okay, we're coming over here, and I think the one we know most about is Raja, so we're going to do this one. Raja. Okay, so we know purple, which was the lines and dashes. I think we want to do railways first, right? No fog, I don't remember the weather. No, this one. That's trains, I think. Hold on, let me screenshot, or look at my screenshots rather. 6, here we go. So we're going to do a number of things. Shrink this down because it's gigantic. We'll just have it like right here. So our thought is that it is That is awfully big. Well, there we go. So, train system theoretically, because all of Arindia was connected by trains. So that's how we want that. We don't know the weather, but the border is this, and we know that the symbol, I forgot which one of these did what. Don't know that one. Was mystical, was flowers. Well, poetic, I mean flowers. That's not flowers. That's flowers, okay. No? Okay. Wasn't stormy, that was Archeries. Oh, it's changing all of them when I change the type of stuff. Okay.
Eventually.
I don't know. I need more information apparently, but gosh, I really thought, what's the weather in Araja like? How would I know? How would I know that information? This is the other one we had some information about, but we have Arch Aries as far as weather is concerned. It's yellow, north, storms wild. So as far as weather goes, stormy. Do we have a wild? There's tribal. So I think we're good on that moat. We know it's yellow, which is zigzags, so no surprise there. That one? Yeah, that one. I don't know what their mode of transportation is. We've got water so far. No, that's what I thought. Oh, that's not what I want. Oops. Go back. There we go. We want this one. See if they use cars, or do they use horses? Here we go. Hold on. Okay. So Morajai is the rainbow, which should have the waterways. We don't have that one yet. We have Kararika. Arch Aries. We have the 4 on our side, right? Nuance. Yeah, Nuance, Kararika, Raja, Arch Aries, Fin Aries, and what you call it? Miranda Aries. We've solved these two. Having trouble on these two still. Know very little about any of these. But we know that this one is green, so that's something. Yeah, I need to. Can we just guess based on like what a green room is? Go back to my other. There we go. Green is the slashes. Not that. Not that. Not that. No. This one, maybe. Yes. Now that's green. What would their weather be like? If they are green, There would be agricultural. Windy. And turtleback or horseback. That's my call. Not rainy. No. 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 Windy. Horseback. Green. And agricultural. Okay, let's try something that's not horseback. Not trains. Probably not aviation. Probably not camels. Let's go turtles. Because turtles are green, right? So. No. Okay. This one could be aviation, possibly. I mean, I'll try all methods, I suppose. But... no. Except horseback was not correct. Trains? Probably not, but not if you're an agricultural society. Yeah. Flight. Camels. I really put camels and desert together. There's no connection to that here with me. I don't know what the arrows are, but said it wasn't a turtle, or it's not agricultural, even though it's green. You want to do naval then? Nope. Okay, I don't know. We don't have enough information on that. All we know about this is orange. Which makes me want to put it at desert, industrial. Hold on, let me go back and see what all these are. Ford. Of course, it's academic. No, it's poetic. Never mind, I'm crazy. Don't worry about me, I'm crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. So these will not be, there will not be any 2 of these that are the same. Seven, so weather would be the same for 2 of them. Transportation will be the same for 2 of them. But color will be unique, and the motes will be unique. I'm gonna try something real quick. Instead of agricultural, I'm gonna try tribal for the green group. Just because it says hunter-gatherers. That's spiritual.
Later, in the void.
Okay, I clearly just need more information about all of these places. I'll just need to get the next book, I'm assuming, because everything has been dealing with these 2, so I don't know much about. I mean, I feel like I know this one. Or flip side, I don't know why I don't know about this one. We know it's purple. Oops, I don't know what that was about. We know purple flowers. We don't know how many of these and what type. But we know there's not going to be that, so it could be rainy. But we also know it's not going to be... It might be that. Would purple and poetic indicate any other mode of transportation in particular? Won't be stormy, won't be heat, won't be foggy. Could be snow, could be windy, could be nothing. Okay, so we know the border, we know the moat. We don't know the weather, we don't know the travel style. There's only 7, so there will be a repeat. But if they are poetic, I don't know though. I think it's gonna be snow. Or it's rain. Okay, so it is rainy. Well then. Sad that we had to do that. No idea why it's rainy. But we did have the rest of it. We just didn't have the rain part of it. I'll go back to the shard and double check that we didn't just look at it weird. No, the shard does not show any signs of rain. Right? The note. Southward I see a swan, ashen like the sands of the shore. Carried by westerly winds, moving eastward, see crow dark at the fourth. No, so that has nothing to do with Raja. So I can't tell you why it was rainy. Couldn't tell you why it's rainy, but it is. And it does share, so this is the duplicate for Arenda Ares, that it had a train. I knew it did, but I didn't know. I just don't know why it was rainy. Okay, I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Urajan story I've ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to do without that flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and the ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. Loriena, a lore lune. So Jirari Yena must be words, not a name. Lorja Yena, Ajlor Lune. How much of that can I translate? Let's translate, maybe. Let's go. Which way was it? I think it was through all of this. Because I think I went back for the map. Come on, 3, 2. Ooh, there we go. Ajlor is on there. Hello, can you teach me a new word? Ajlor Nevlor. Aj is first. Do we have a lore? I don't know what lore is. Oops. Word. So, last word. something. Gosh, I'm gonna write this down. Back to my other page. Yenna. I'll go ahead and just put Yenna. Ajlor. First word. Lune. Water. We don't know what Yenna is, but last word Yenna, first word water. We need to get more Arajan vocabulary in here somewhere. B plus. Ajlor, Ulgo, Nevdal. Ajlor will teach Nevlor. Can you or will you teach me a new word? New word. Will you teach? Oh, hold on. First word. Will you teach a new word? Large houses toward the east. I don't know. These are words I don't know. I bet you the last. Yeah, I bet you the last school has more of Rajan in it. Okay, we will finish this out. We will go look at the underground area with boxes being taken away. Morajai box, the Araja variation. The puzzle boxes of Morajai spread to Araja not through port towns as they had in other realms, but by train routes from the north. When violet tiles were introduced, they were created as a simple reflection of the variation first introduced by Arch Ares some years earlier. When violet tiles are pressed, they move south. Oh, I see. Let's redo that. Okay. So I have this. These won't move, which is kind of a fascinating problem to have. So I think...
One debt to society later.
There we go. Oh my gosh, that took so much brain power. Yay, an allowance coin. My allowance is now, what, 60, 58? Okay, well, we got Araja. Yay! It looks like that. So Araja is rainy, and that's the second one of those. So... what else do we know? Go super far. That's not it. Is it? Maybe that's it. Yeah. So we know I'm gonna go to Arch Ares next. Arch Ares. We know it is stormy. We know it is yellow. We have used both trains. So it will be a unique form of transport. And a unique living style. I'm gonna guess tribal because it said wild, which means that transport is the only one we don't know. That's wrong. Not horseback. No, it's not trains. We'll try aviation. Oh, that was it. Gosh darn. I wasn't blind. It'd be great. We're going on 3 hours. So it's not aviation. Is it camels? Is it turtle? I don't think it'll be, but if it is, it's certainly possible. Nope. It shouldn't be naval, but as soon as I skip it, it will be, so, you know, whatever. Warjai should be naval. Don't have any duplicates of the streets because we already did that. Horseback, did we try horseback already? Okay. That means it's not tribal, despite being described as wild. No duplicates of these, so we'll see what kind of a nation it is. So not horseback, not that. It is the mountains, so I don't know that aviation would be entirely wrong. We said not that. Agriculture on a mountain doesn't really make sense to me anyway. Militant, it won't repeat any of the ones that we had. Industrial. I'm betting spiritual personally. Spiritual camels. And I'm betting the orange for that is going to be camels and coriander or whatever it is. Turtle. Spiritual turtles on the mountains. Academic or industrial, it's also possible. I really don't think it's naval. Or it's the streets. I think we tried everything on horseback. But I'll try again. Okie, so it's not horseback, it's not turtle. It definitely isn't railroads. What about aviation? Not academic. Not industrial. Not spiritual. Not tribal. Not agricultural. I don't know. We will try the thing that I really don't feel like it is. Just to say we did. Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely thinking it's not gonna be that, honestly. We don't have any weather for this one, but we have, I can say desert heat, orange. Orange. Orange is the up and down arrows, okay. Okay, and we're gonna go with camelback. Heat is the shaky lines. That one. Back to orange. Back. Okay. It's not going to be or it's not going to be heat. Probably not both. I was hoping orange was kind of a hint as to the biome, but nope. Maybe white is for the desert, in which case what would orange be for? Snow, windy. Yeah, I would have put white with snow. Maybe it just doesn't have much weather. Scorched air and blazing sun might be mountains, honestly. That might be Arch Aries. High winds for orange, maybe. Probably not. Oops. Okay, if we don't get this one all the way around, then we'll just give up. Okay, we're giving up. I know that's orange, that's all I know. It's been 3 hours. I'm tired, you're tired, we're all tired of this. It's all tiring. Clearly we do not have enough information to finish this up. Last thing before we end out is we're going to go look at that cave without all the boxes in it. This way. Because we have been absolutely, we got 5 triggers today to remove barrels from, or boxes from the tunnel. So, I think we did 1 or 2 before today, so this will be a good day to look at that. Out here, follow this drive down over here. And we see boxes have been removed, but we still have many more. Can we squeeze by here? No. How many boxes do we have to remove anyway? Looks like a lot, but can't actually tell. But I remember it being more full than this, so that's something. I don't know, probably dozens. So we will want to max that. Maximize that as much as we can. Anything else that we can do outside today before we call it a night? Hate ourselves. This way leads to the end of the drive and to the chamber, so that's not really a thing we needed to worry about. So yeah, I guess we'll call that a day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this will be less long for you than it is for me. Ha 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 ha. 'Cause it's been 3 hours for me. So we will see what kind of a mansion we created. In fact, I'm pretty confident I can cut out an hour of this just because of me of trying things that don't work. Ballroom, music room, 4 bedrooms, bacon and eggs. Noteworthy bed and breakfast. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!